I'm very much getting that you haven't made a decision about something yet, but it very much seems as if the fact that you even have to make this decision in the first place is stressing you out. Yeah, it's a burden. It's like a big burden on you. Perhaps the reason why it's such a burden is because it's not something you can just easily drop or just put down or walk away from. It seems as though you're the one fearing the judgment, and I don't know why. Oh my god, okay. Perhaps you feel judged for the fact that you've not been ready to move forward, perhaps until now, or maybe you're still not ready to move forward. You might even be having nightmares at the moment, or just strange dreams that feel significant. You might be having signs and synchronicities in your dreams, so I would pay attention to your dreams. I would pay attention to your escape mechanism within dreams, because I think that that says a lot about your character, but also like where you are at the moment in your life, like your headspace, your like the state of your soul. So for example, if you find yourself in a nightmare in a dream and you're constantly running away, or you are jumping on top of buildings, or you find yourself swimming, or whatever mechanism that you use to get away from the scary thing in your dream, I think you should pay attention to that. That there would probably be a sign somewhere within that for you that can either help you figure out how to handle this situation or why you handle situations the way you do. Someone has a tendency to be very harsh with their words and strict, but almost perhaps they put too many rules down, kind of like all bite no bark. Like they say a lot but they don't do a lot, meaning like they threaten you a lot but they won't actually do anything. I feel like you're quite scared of someone, but at the same time you're like scared of yourself. It's like I can't quite figure out who's the scary person here. It's like you or the person that you're dealing with, or even the group that you're dealing with. It's making you feel very trapped and indecisive. This is not nice energy, I'm gonna be honest. I wish I could see what the positive here is. Oh my god. Okay. It might be a bit difficult to see the positive in this situation, but it exists because I know it does. Perhaps that's what this problem is. Like, you're not actually seeing the good in the bad. Sometimes problems come into our lives, especially if we have no control over them. Let's say your autonomy is being taken away from you, or even something's just happening without your consent. That can be a very frightening experience, but somehow I see that there's still good in it. I don't know. See, that's confusing, because why would there be good in a situation where your consent is being taken away from you? Sometimes it's just lessons that need to be learned. Sometimes it's protection. Protection for you or for someone else. But it's like, perhaps it's stopping bad things from happening or being spoken. Either you or the person you're dealing with is scared of a potential that you have. You have like a great potential for creativity, or you have like a creative bud somewhere inside you that wants to be planted and wants to flourish. So potentially you have a new creative idea at the moment, even if it's linked to this or inspired by this or triggered by this. I see that as very fruitful. Like that, as soon as you touch your hand onto this project, this thing, this idea, I see it multiplying outwards and expanding, literally outwards, like a bomb, like a light just exploding outwards. But I see that your hands have like magic within them, that you have the ability to have like a divine kind of connection and divine downloads and divine inspiration. Perhaps that's something that people are jealous of, or something that people can only dream of, but you have it. And you're aware that you have it because you're tuned in to a lot of unseen things within this world, and people are jealous of stuff like that. Not everyone is tapped in. Yeah, some people would love to destroy that for you, or they see it as a threat. If anything, potentially there's something like you have a creative thing that you want to work on and it's like threatening to someone. Perhaps you have like a decision or a creative endeavor you want to explore, but almost as if someone's convincing you not to do it. But it's not, it's very subtle. It's not like they're telling you don't do it. It's like they will use something else to blackmail you into not doing it. It's like if they have any kind of connection to you, I don't see this as a good relationship to have in your life, but sometimes we can't control it. But it's like whatever connection they have to you, they're gonna use that and like hold it over your head so that you don't go and become this overflowing cup of creativity. Like, why? They could be like, this is kind of gross and it's not for everyone, so if it's like family and stuff, ignore this. But it could be that they're frustrated that they are attracted to you, or even like sexually attracted to you. Not for everyone, genuinely, but like they could dream of you and things like this, and it frustrates them, which causes them to act out in ways that are harmful to you, which is quite disgusting actually. I feel like they wish they could insert control over you, which I say insert specifically. Almost as if for some reason I'm hearing like a surrogate situation, which is kind of crazy. Like someone wants you to carry their idea, to carry their baby, but then they want you to birth it and just give it to them. It's like, imagine like a record label, they want to like impregnate you with whatever creative endeavor, but they want you to execute it and then they want to take it from you. It's giving that kind of energy, but I don't see that being very successful because it's just so gross. There's just something so like yucky about it. Yeah, I see ulterior motives, but I see very specifically someone who you can't read very well, who relishes in the fact that you can't read their thoughts and actually has a very disgusting mind, but you would never know. Like, it's something you could just never know. Ooh, like they think thoughts of death onto people. They're not aware of their own evil eye. Some people really aren't. Some people are not aware of the fact that if you constantly think jealous thoughts towards people, or you constantly think bad upon people, like you're literally magically creating that in their life. You know, this magic hand that you place onto things. It's like our hands are filled with magic. Our souls are filled with magic. Whenever you place your hand, your attention on, your creativity, your mind, your soul onto, it expands and it becomes fruitful. But that's not a positive or a negative thing. It just is like, imagine planting an evil tree, and that evil tree just grows and has evil fruits and evil leaves and evil seeds. Yeah, they will spread. So if someone's thinking negative things upon you, it can manifest negative things in your life. So I think you need to be really careful about who you share your plans and your dreams specifically with. Even like just real dreams like you have when you're sleeping. Don't share it with people, because people might use that against you in a spiritual way. It's like they don't need that knowledge of what's going on in your psyche, because they might be able to, what's the word for when you're like, they might be able to interpret your dreams in a way that you couldn't and figure out something about you that you didn't. It's just, don't do that. But also, it's more specifically about your hopes and your dreams and your goals. Just stop sharing it with people at the moment, or whoever it is that you feel untrustworthy of. It's very much untrust. There's so much distrust here. Like, I don't see anyone trusting anyone. Like, two parties not trusting each other. But there is something fruitful here. Something has to die first. I don't know what it is. It might even genuinely be the reason you feel trapped is because you've yet to find the perspective that frees you. Ooh, that is it. Like, look, because I keep looking at this, and this is one of, if anything, they think this was the first card that came out. 8 of Swords, and it's like, people feel trapped, and there are certain situations in life where people are genuinely trapped. It makes me think of things like slavery. There are people who would have lived their whole lives enslaved. But the thing is if they have God, if they have their soul, their connection to something bigger than them, they could be free in a way that you could never understand. And I'm not saying that that's acceptable to, it's not acceptable to enslave people, but sometimes when you're put in a position that you have no control over, it's forcing you to find the freedom. It's there, it exists. It might look like something you don't want, but maybe God's telling you you don't have the choice but to be free. So find the right perspective. This is a very heavy energy, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, how can we clear this up? Because it feels very much like you're looking like there is no options. There are no options. It's not true. You actually have multiple options. You just don't like them. Sometimes feeling trapped is actually just an idea. Again, you know how you put your hand onto something and it expands. It's like if you are holding onto the chains, then you're trapped to wherever the chains are. If you're feeling and thinking trapped, you will be trapped. You free yourself by seeing freedom. You need to look through the bars and you need to see the whole world. Actually, you need to see the whole world. I think one of the things you're almost relying on or aware of is the fact that when people take your autonomy, they can take it but only for so long. And even if they take it this whole life, does not mean that it's forever. Genuinely, sometimes reparations can only come in the next life, and I think you're aware of that. I think you're aware that sometimes just karma and judgment from God or whatever is just not in your hands. And if someone's so adamant to do something so wrong, sometimes you have to let them, even if it's against you. You can fight and you can do as much as you can to stop them, but sometimes you have to let people decide to be evil because God will handle them. It's like part of the divine story of life. People have a choice. Some people choose to do evil. It's true. You have to protect yourself. I think you need to practice spiritual hygiene, practice protection, practice like physical protection too. Like you might need space. You might even genuinely need to protect yourself sexually. That could be relevant to someone. Can I get one more card for advice, please? Holy shit. It could be two people. It could be two people, like parents or something. It could be genuinely a mother and a father, like a man and a woman, a mother and a son, something like that. Or siblings. It could be two people that are really like trying to cut you down, or are very harsh, or very like verbally abusive, or very loud. Like they like to shout and command orders, and they like to make statements and just tell people what to do. They like to control people with their voice. And then if you can't be controlled by what they say, then they want to cut you out of everything. It's very harsh. Very harsh. Don't think these people are getting away with it, because they're not. They will be haunted in their own dreams. You can't just be evil and get away with it. That's not how this works. Even good people can do evil things. Even people you love can be evil towards you. And whether they love you or not, I don't really know. I have a strong feeling to say that if you've had any inspiration or intuitive downloads during this video, that this is confirmation that those are true, because you know a lot more than you think you do, and there will be certain things that you've never had confirmation for in the physical realm whatsoever. You've never seen it, but you felt it, you thought it, and you saw it in your mind's eye. You saw perhaps something extra that they might be doing against you, and if you think, are they doing it? I think that they are, because the High Priestess is here and she sees the unseen. She's incredibly intuitive. I see that once you accept your intuition for what it's trying to tell you, that's when your cup will overflow. That's when your fruits will start to bloom, blossom, and genuinely, like it's sweet peaches from then onwards. Like you'll be eating good. You'll be living sweet, fruitful lifestyle. Yeah.